June 25th was my last day in Okinawa, and so I decided to navigate the bus system for about a 2.5 hour journey from my hotel to the Okinawan Aquarium on the north side of the island. Now, of course, had I just been driving myself, it only would have been about half an hour, but like I said with the buses, they were a little bit complicated. I really wanted to go here because I knew they had a beautifully large whale shark. And yes, I had seen whale sharks in Osaka, but this one was bigger, and I was looking forward to seeing it and just also doing the aquarium. I also went to Emerald Beach, had some great food, and then made my way back to the hotel, another 2.5 hour journey through a storm. Had pizza again at the hotel, their version of a Meat Lovers that had octopus on it, and just got ready to fly back to Tokyo on the 26th. So come explore with me. Alright, I'm at breakfast, so here's the drink bar I wanted to show you. Iced coffee, jasmine tea, Acerella hibiscus, mojito, mango orange, and then hot coffee. So like I said, a lot of varieties to enjoy. Alright, here's my breakfast this morning. This is the Spam breakfast sandwich with cheese sauce and yuzu sauce. I've already put them on there. It also comes with fruit, which I ate my pineapple, and then the drink bar, which I just showed you. So let's figure out a way to eat it and enjoy it. It is going to be messy. So let me see. I didn't bring my tripod with me. So if you look, we got all the different layers: lettuce, cabbage, the Spam, some eggs, some carrots. It's not bad. Spam isn't my favorite thing, but it's not too bad. A little saltier than I prefer, but I like the fresh crunch of the vegetables. The yuzu sauce, there's a lot of black pepper, and then the cheese sauce. So I'd give this 3.5 out of 5. I think if it was something other than Spam, I would like it better. I've been on this journey for about almost 2 hours now, but I'm slowly making my way up to Ocean Expo Park up in the northern coast of Okinawa to go to the aquarium there and to the beach. One thing I've been learning about Okinawa is that the buses are always late. Both times now my bus has been about 20-25 minutes late, and so you're sitting in the hot sun waiting for the bus. But the view on the right has been stunning. I will insert some pictures in just a moment here for you to see kind of the coastline and a little bit of video as well that I was able to take. I'm not talking really loud to be respectful of the other people on the bus, which is why I'm also not taking any video of the rest of the bus. But once I get to Expo Park and the aquarium and the beaches, we'll share all of my experiences. But hold on, here's a really good view real quick. Let's see. You can see a little bit there. That beautiful blue water. I've made it up to Ocean Expo Park, where all the next things I'm planning on going to are located. Working my way to the aquarium first, then maybe to the dolphin show, and then to the beach and some lunch, and just kind of enjoy myself. Now I'm walking along, looking for the aquarium, just following the signs. Love the topiaries here. Ooh, and there's a blue seal, so that'll definitely be happening. So Blue Seal is a very popular ice cream brand here in Okinawa, and I've been wanting to try it because it's one of those must-tries when you're here. So I'm glad that there's this near
Of course, I also need to find a restaurant somewhere. I do gotta keep an eye on my time though, because with the buses, I think the last bus leaves at like 5 p.m. or 6, which it's 11:30 now, so I don't get as many hours here. My other option, it would be more expensive, but if I want to stay later, I could take an Uber or a taxi back to my hotel, but that could be anywhere from like $30 to $60, where a bus is only 14. So we'll see. But let me show you some more of the sites. We've got some more designs in topiary. So they got a stingray, some dolphins, and just, it is hot, it is humid, but it is beautiful here at the same point. You can see the ocean there and some other islands that are part of the chain. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I love it, y'all. Oh, look, there's a little kids area over there. That's kind of cute. All right, I'm in the aquarium. The ticket price was 2,180 yen. That's about $18, $19. But as soon as you get in, you start seeing some exhibits. And so the first exhibits they have here are these coconut crabs. Look at them. There's also blueberry hermit crabs, land hermit crabs, and giant land hermit crabs. Coconuts are over there. And there's all the giant hermits. Look at all of these trophies. They have some sea stars, some eels, it looks like there's some slugs perhaps, and these most beautiful blue fish. Oh, look at that one right there. That one's gorgeous. My favorite colors. This tank here is a recreation of the reefs that surround the Okinawan Islands, and it is absolutely stunning. I wish I had more days here that I could go out snorkeling. And look at all of these beautiful, beautiful fish. So many different varieties. So beautiful. So this here is the molten shell of a Chinese meat seafood, which there's one in here somewhere. It's down there, right at the bottom of the rock. I can see its head sticking out, and it can stay right there and away from me because it is venomous. Lives on both land and the sea. Yeah, that sucker can stay away from me completely. Look at all of these gorgeous, gorgeous fish. The orange, the purples, the blues. Stunning in there. Look at that one. That looks like a tiny little, I don't know, like a dolphin fish or something. It is a Gumphus varius, otherwise known as a bird Ross. Sure, I'll have a better view later, but oh my gosh, this is bigger than the whale shark in the Osaka Aquarium. And it's just kind of head. And all the man rays and the stingrays and everything in there. Stunning. Oh, look at that one. It's a flat-nosed shark. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely gonna have to go around and get a better view. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. I'll try to get a closer view, but I'm also trying to be respectful of other people around me. Okay, you can see in the distance, right over there, she's just kind of hanging. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. There she is. Look at her. All the way down. This is so beautiful. I know there'll be a better view when I get further along, but I had to stop here for a moment.
マクロな通称ブラックマンタがやってきています。海でもなかなか見ることができない珍しいマンタで、日本中の水族館で見られるのは当館だけです。またこちらのブラックマンタ、去年の8月に赤ちゃんを出産したお母さんマンタなんです。その子供は水槽の左側上。
All these beautiful, beautiful sharks. This is how I like to see them. I don't want to see them out in nature. But they are beautiful like this. Here's another view of the tank that contains the whale shark. And I will go further on in, but I'm actually going to eat here in the cafe. Although I'm sitting in the paid seats, not the free seats, not the paid ones that are next to the aquarium. But I want to try it, and I'm starving, so there we go. Just absolutely beautiful. There's the tail end. I didn't get it switched over quick enough. But I mean, she is absolutely majestic. And there she floats on. Alright, so my food is ready. This is the Ocean Blue Seafood Curry. So it is dyed blue to look like the ocean, and then you got a blue rice whale shark. And it looks like there's some shrimp. I'm not quite sure what those are. And some carrot. It smells really good. Then to drink with it, it came with a drink. So I got iced oolong tea. But because I'm in the tropics, I also got a tropical juice. I wanted the Acerella, but they were out. So this is the Okinawan Okinawan lime juice. And then for dessert, my first dessert of the day, I got the sweet potato cake pie. Overall, this is gonna be, let's see, it's 3,100 yen. So I think it's like 20 something. Let's see. Okay, hold on, I gotta use the converter. So yeah, this is gonna be about $22, but for everything I got, I didn't think that was bad. Plus, I'm sitting right here as the whale shark is swimming by. And this is just a wonderful, wonderful experience, y'all. All right, well, I'm sad to do it, but it's time to get into the curry. So let's start with the tail. Get a little bit of rice, some of the blue curry sauce, and one of the vegetables. Trying not to make a mess here, of course. So, that's pretty good. The curry sauce is sweet. Rice is a little on the gummier, chewier side, but I figured that's because they did, they have the food dye and they did the mold. It's not a bad flavor. That's cauliflower, by the way. I give this, taste-wise, it's a 3.5 out of 5, but plating-wise, theming-wise, bumps it to a 4.5 out of 5. I did try this Okinawan lime juice, and it is incredibly sour. Like, very, very sour. There's nothing cutting it. In fact, I kind of want to add a little sugar to it to make it a little sweeter. But, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just really, really, really tart. So I added a little bit of gum syrup to see if that makes it just a teeny bit. Oh yeah, that makes it a little sweeter. But I finished what I wanted of my curry. I didn't eat the whole thing, just because I wanted to have enough room for some other stuff. But here is, like I said, the potato pie. It's purple potato. So I'm gonna remove that and get a bite. And so, that's pretty good. Obviously, you can taste the fact that it's sweet potato, but it's not very permanent. Got a little bit of a cinnamon hint. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's really not bad. I'd definitely eat it again. But what I would do even more is sit here. This has always been a bucket list thing of me, to go to one of those aquarium restaurants where you see the fish just swimming right by you. And that's exactly what this is. I'm sitting here and I can't tell you how many times the whale shark has swum past. Like, almost like I could reach out and touch her with the different rays. One even came right up to the window and was just kind of hanging out there. So this has been the experience of a lifetime. I'm so happy that I get to share this with you guys. So this is a goblin shark. I've only seen it on Shark Week documentaries. It is insane to look at. I can see why they call it a goblin shark, because it definitely looks like one. Look at this view here. I'm going to the manatee pool next, but I had to stop here and just look at this little tide pool because it's beautiful, and it's also Sea Turtle Beach. So I think the sea turtles come here to lay their eggs and all that. There's my sea cows. That one's just laying there taking his nap. But the other ones are playing around. Oops, somebody's getting some chowing down some lettuce just like I can. Here's the sea turtle pool, and there's one just swimming right over there. And another one. Oh, I knew they were big, but I don't think I realized how big. There's some down there. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Hi, it's about 1:15, and I really do want to get to the beach and get a little bit of beach time in. So maybe it kind of rushed to the aquarium, but it was still worth it to see the manatees and the sea turtles. I'm going to skip the dolphins and the dolphin show just because, again, I don't really have a lot of time since I am subject to when the buses go. So if I go to the beach now, I can still get in like maybe a good 2.5 hours of beach time before I need to get cleaned up and walk my way back to the bus stop to catch the bus. It's so worth it, though. It's beautiful on this part of the island, which I knew it would be, but I don't think I realized exactly how beautiful it would be. And if I had waited to have food, I could have had some of these food trucks, but I'm glad I didn't wait because bucket list item to eat in the aquarium. So that's another thing I've checked up on this trip, which this entire trip has been a bucket list lifelong dream. So once I get to the beach, I will show you what it's like at Emerald Beach. This is Emerald Beach. It's got beautiful white sands and the blue water. I'm gonna be going out to swim in a few moments. I was gonna get a rental swimming ring, but they were like 1,500 yen and they only take cash, and I had left my cash in the locker and I didn't feel like going back. So I'm just gonna float in my body and enjoy it. But it's gorgeous here. I'm only gonna stay for like an hour or two, then I'm gonna take the bus home. So Emerald Beach is really, really nice, but this is more of a beach for families with small children. It's very, very calm here. The water is very placid, and it's very shallow. It barely even came up to my thighs, so floating as an adult was a little harder. But if you have small children, this beach is perfect. The only negative I see really is that there really aren't any chairs to rent, so you would want to bring some towels or your own chairs. So that's kind of where Manza Beach has a one-up, but you can't beat this view. It is absolutely gorgeous here. Just stunning. I'm probably gonna let myself dry off, get changed again, and start navigating the bus system back to the hotel and maybe hang out in the pool for a while. Alright, this is Blue Seal's most famous flavor. It's called the Double Yanburo Shower. It is Acerella and citrus. So let's give it a try. So good. Oh, that's really good. It is sweet, and yet it is tart. I can taste the acerella, which is the cherry, and then the citrus is kind of like a lemon and orange. This is a 5 out of 5. I love it. So glad I got to try it. So I'm waiting for the bus to make it home. That's the craziest thing about getting around Okinawa without a car. You are contingent on the buses, and they do not run often at all. In fact, most buses are split anywhere from half an hour to an hour apart. But this is a very busy highway that the bus stop is on. So you can kind of see. If I had a car, I could have already been home. Well, home to my hotel. But that's okay. It's all part of the journey, isn't it?